Oh. Come on. Everybody to the back. Please, everybody come to the back. Come to the back. Don, they gotta come. They gotta come. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Go. Out, I don't think is a good idea. Come on here.
Okay, what you just saw is horrifying. This is a Christian church that is right outside of Dearborn, Michigan. This is in Warren, Michigan. This church was attacked by an armed gunman, thankfully. And by the grace of God, thank God, nobody was killed. The church had armed security who took out the attacker. From what I understand, the armed security guard, I think, was shot in the leg or something like that. He's going to make a full recovery. He's going to be perfectly fine. There is absolutely nobody in that church that was hurt. The gunman, the attacker, was shot and killed. Now, I told you earlier that this was just outside of Dearborn, Michigan. If you're paying any attention to the news and if you know anything about anything, you know that Dearborn, Michigan is the only Muslim majority city in the United States of America. This is where Ilhan Omar and the ilk, like that's where all of that stuff is going on. Now, we don't know who the attacker was. It's very interesting how none of this stuff ever makes the mainstream media, right? We'll never know the attacker. None of this stuff makes the mainstream media. In fact, you're probably just now seeing this because you're spending time online and not the mainstream media. But what I will say is this: as somebody that attends church, probably not often enough, but I do go. The churches, I go to the multiple churches in Miami, or if I'm traveling or whatever, they all have to have armed security nowadays. It is a very sad state of where we are in this country that churches have to have armed security. But as somebody that goes, I personally do not feel safe unless a church has armed security, because there are some people who seek to hurt Christians in this country. There are some people who seek to commit acts of terror against Christians who have gathered to worship right here in the United States of America. And I say this not to make anybody fearful or anything like that, but to let you know that that is the reality of being a Christian in America and choosing to follow Jesus Christ. That somebody can possibly try to commit a terror attack on people that have been gathered to worship. And thank God nobody was killed.